Nighttime baseball now from Progressive Field here in the Buckeye state of Ohio. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the Oakland A's and the Cleveland Indians. It's Indians baseball, and it comes your way next. Trevor Bauer will be on the mound for the series opener. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, this guy's done a real good job on the year keeping the opponent's batting average down. Both righties and lefties coming into this one, hitting under 250 against this guy. He's been good all season long.
Now to the plate, Marcus Semien. He'll get us started in this one under
Leading
the lights.
off tonight for Oakland, the shortstop, Marcus Semien.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. First of 3 here to start the week as the game's first pitch is taken for strike 1. Fellas, we check out the Tribe as they begin here tonight. They did get the win last time out, but it hasn't been the best week for them as they've won just twice in their last 6 tries.
Yeah, Matty B, we're looking at a team right now. They're just playing some average baseball through 4 games of this homestand. They split it 2-2, D-Row, and I think they expect a little bit more.
Yeah, and you don't want to be playing average baseball in front of your home fans. They need to find a way to win this game and try and take 3 out of the first 5 of this homestand.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1.
And that's the pitch they wanted him to punch out on. A slider down around the knees. That's a good job of holding off on that swing.
And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. This is line to left. Now gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So the leadoff man reaches base to start out the first.
Hey, guys, he doubled up on that breaking ball. The batter obviously timed the first one. The second one, he was not going to let go. Good wood on that one, able to drive it for a base hit.
Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. The 1-0 delivery. There's a breaking ball that couldn't quite catch the inside. Piscotty is a player referred to as clutch by teammates, coaches, and of course the media. He seems to find himself in pressure situations often, and it's hard to find many instances where those moments have gotten the best of him. It just appears he really relishes the big spot. Cut fastball that time, but he doesn't bite, and now it's 3-1.
No reason to sit on anything other than the hard stuff in a location you like and drive it right now.
The 3-1. And that misses for ball 4. And it's 1st and 2nd now with nobody out.
Huge innings have begun with much less, I can tell you that. First and second, no out, and the guy on the bump really needs a strikeout or a double play right here.
So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. First pitch coming. Here it is. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball one. Fastball misses away here. It's 2-0.
Boy, he better get it back together here quick because he's got two guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
2-0 count. The pitch. 3-0 now.
He's gotten himself into a little bit of trouble out here. Middle of the order up in a run-scoring situation, and now he might have to challenge him. Going to have to make some good pitches here.
So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Working the plate is Larry Bullard.
Hey, behind the dish, D-Row, Larry Bullard. Pretty standard guy. Works it. The only problem, I think, at times, hitters have a little bit difficult time. He'll give a little bit on that inside corner and outside corner. Not very consistent.
Yeah, but Larry's approachable. That's the one thing. If you turn around and say, is that as far as you're going on the outer half, he's usually going to tell you.
And he takes a big swing at that one as this one's lifted high in the air and deep out to left field. And it's gone. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. 6th home run on the season for him. And the A's lead it now 3-0.
Yeah, he's looked pretty shaky from the first pitch, and things just kind of spiraled out of control from there. I think these guys smelled blood in the water, and they punctuated with a 3-run job and an early lead.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Chris Davis. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Fastball in there for a called strike.
Hey, after giving up that extra base hit right there, I love the fact that he came back with much better location, much better execution. That might have woke him up.
3 runs already home here. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Davis, sometimes called Crush with a K and an H. He was selected in the 7th round back in the 2009 MLB draft.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
And here's a shot of the Athletics starting lineup for this one. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Well, I'll keep an eye on the leadoff guy and see what he can do in this one. He's averaging over an RBI game over his last 10. And I'll tell you what, that's being a total difference maker. It seems like every time he has a runner on base, he's relaxed. He understands what he's trying to do, and he's driving most of it in. Very dangerous right now.
First delivery to him on the way. In there for strike one. Now the 0-1. Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2.
Sort of surprising to see a 5-hole hitter take 2 in a row for strikes to start an at-bat. Now he's way behind the count, so we'll see if he can battle back.
Fastball well outside. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Hit on the ground to short. To his right, Lindor. And they're on 2 away now.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And up next, the ever versatile Chad Pinder. Pitch on the way. And he'll look at a first pitch curveball that's in the dirt. It's ball 1.
I think this inning could have far-reaching effects in this game. They're really making him work, and unless he dials it in, it's probably going to limit how deep he goes into this game.
A ball and a strike.
Plain to see right there that the manager's sticking up for his hitter, making sure that that strike zone gets a little bit tighter. It's tough to cover both sides of the plate, and they both want that strike zone to be shrinked up a little bit.
The 1-1 is taken for strike 2.
1 ball.
Hey, I know it's early and we're in the first right here, but he's going to have to work that heater to both sides of the plate. He cannot get away with missing over the heart of the plate all night.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. But the A's put up a 3-spot here thanks to the 3-run home run. Bottom of the first coming up. It's now 3-0 Oakland. Mike Fiers gets the call for game 1 of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Yeah, Matt, his last start wasn't a particularly good one. Lasted 5 innings and ended up taking the loss. He's a much better pitcher than that, and I think he's looking to at least, hopefully, pitch into the 6th or 7th inning in this one.
Here's Leonis Martin, and he really thrives in the batter's box here at home.
The designated hitter,
keep an eye on in this one.
Leonis Martin.
Here comes the first pitch. And he just misses inside with the fastball there. And Dan Dero, this Oakland ball club entering play here tonight. 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty B, we've got a team here that's been playing some pretty good baseball. They're not quite in first place yet, Dero, but they're playing good, and they'd like to stay competitive through the month of May.
Yeah, they've played okay. Let's be honest. They've hit okay. They've pitched okay. They're capable of much better than this, but it's early. We find ourselves just in the early phases of May. Ride it out and find a way to get hot.
The 2-1 is in off the plate.
Having a little trouble finding the zone to start the night. It's always deflating to walk the leadoff guy in the game, so we'll see if he can initiate some contact here.
The 3-1 pitch. And that misses ball 4. So that's just what you hope for here in the first. Base runners as you try to claw back into this one.
And don't forget, he lost his last time out, so he wants to get off on the right foot here. The last thing he wanted was to walk the leadoff man.
Now at the plate, Carlos Gonzalez. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. First things first, here's a throw over, and he's back standing. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. Late that time for a strike.
1-1.
Martin gets his lead at first, nobody out. Tough to do much with that one, a swing and a miss.
Yeah, Matty, you see the same pitch 3 times in a row and you find yourself down 1-2 in the count. Your head starts to get on a swivel here. Is he coming back with it 4 times, or do I have to sit on something else?
On a line to shortstop, but the runner is back in time to avoid the double play. And with that, let's get a look at the starting lineup for the Indians. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Well, as usual, opposing pitchers have to be very careful when dealing with Carlos Gonzalez. He's been the fire starter for this team. Last 10 games, how about an on-base percentage of over 400? As he goes, so goes the team. He's playing great ball and making things happen.
Into the box, Jose Ramirez, looking to stay hot. He's been a real threat at the plate the last week or so. From the belt, kicks and deals. On the ground to second base. This could be two. There's one. Leeway to Olsen. They churn the double play, and that retires the side. Pretty painless half of the inning, all told. Second inning coming up from Progressive Field. The A's lead this one 3-0. And that'll bring in Ramon Laureano. And as you can see, he has been slumping offensively.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Right down Broadway that time. Strike one. The 0-1 pitch. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. And this one runs a little too far in. Ball two.
Yeah, he just isn't that sharp on the mound right now. Had a rough start in the first inning, and now he's falling behind out of the gate here in the second. Some adjustments need to be made, and fast.
Cutter, and that's a called strike two. 2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
I think one of the keys, Matt, you want to try to initiate contact. The one thing you don't want to do, you don't want to run the count to 3 balls and 2 strikes. Whatever you want to throw it over for a strike.
Fly ball heading for the alley. Gonzalez on the run, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. And he will coast into second with a leadoff double.
And this might be the kind of AB that gets him out of that slump. Smart hitting here, just going with the pitch, using the whole field instead of trying to do too much. The results speak for themselves.
Here's Jurickson Profar as he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball one. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 7 homers and 29 driven in. The 1-0 delivery. In for a strike. It's 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And he looks at one in there, 1-2. In the dirt here. But it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. Not fooled there as this ball's hammered out to deep right field. Now this will rattle up against the wall. And another runs across as this is now a 4-0 ball game. And he'll scramble back to the bag and be there safely.
Well, we've already had some hard-hit balls in the first 2 innings here. And here's another one. Absolutely jumped off his bat and into the outfield, bringing another run home here in the early going.
Into the box now, Drew Butera, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. 0-1 count and the pitch. This is line to left. Bowers is there and he makes the catch for the out.
Here's how the Indians are setting up on D.
And
let's take a look at first baseman Carlos Santana. Originally came up from the minors as a catcher. Also has dabbled at DH. But don't get it twisted. This guy can handle first base as well with soft hands and big-time power at the plate.
Stepping up now, Marcus Semien. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
And he misses inside with that one. Ball one. Profar, the runner at second with one away. Fastball, and that thing got up there at 95 miles an hour. A ball and a strike. The 1-1 is looked at for ball number 2.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
The 2-1 pitch. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
You know, guys, these hitters have had some great looks at that slider so far, and clearly they're all on the same page. The plan is simple. Lay off that slider and make it bring up something straight in the strike zone.
Strike 2 up in the zone. Runner at second here with one man out. And he misses here for ball 4. Already 2 walks surrendered in his first couple of innings of work.
You know, that's sort of a tough one since it's only the second inning, but I think it's about knowing your pitcher and how they respond. He's had some struggles here, so I think he's just reminding him to let those go and focus on the next batter.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Stephen Piscotty. No official at-bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
He's attacking this hitter a lot more aggressively than he did the first time when he faced him and issued a walk, coming right after him here.
Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Oh, and a great knuckle curve just buckled him there, and there are 2 gone.
Runner on first in a double play situation, so you expect to see a lot of pitches down in the zone. So I think that pitch up right there was a good one. Obviously, the double play is more efficient, but you're always going to take a K when you're on the mound.
In now, Matt Chapman, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning. A ball and a strike to count to Matt Chapman.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
And this is low, ball 2. 2-1.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
Ready with 2 balls and a strike. And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. And a good fastball swung on and missed for strike 3, and the inning is over. But the A's get a run on this RBI double. On to the bottom of inning number 2 with the A's up 4-zip. Now it's the all-world all-star shortstop Francisco Lindor. And they've got some work to do early on. Down 4-0 already.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on. But you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle. And one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Ball 1 as he lays off below the zone. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Hard hit ball to second. Profar has it. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
All right, guys, here's how the Oakland A's are lining up defensively. And let's take a look at multi-dimensional Jurickson Profar. This guy at one point was the #1 prospect in all of baseball. Hasn't come to fruition the way we would have liked, but he is constantly grinding, the ability to play multiple positions and hit from both sides of the plate.
Now batting, Bradley Zimmer, and he's a guy really in need of something to click at the plate right now. It's been a rough go for him. Here comes the first pitch. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Bases are empty. 1 man out. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Bradley Zimmer.
I got to count 2-2.
Hey, he looked like he was a little bit out in front on that breaking ball right there. The body can go a little bit. If he was able to keep his hands back a little bit, he might have been able to do some damage with that pitch.
And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base.
Here's Carlos Santana now. Batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1. The numbers coming in, 278 the average, 6 home runs, and an even 20 RBIs. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Into the windup, here comes the 0-2 pitch. And another foul ball. Straight up, and that'll get down for a base hit, and now it'll kick around in the corner, and now this is thrown wildly, just getting it into the infield, and now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
Batting 7.
As we take a look at the replay here, you can see that it was a hanging changeup. Nice job of staying back on it, and he's able to tattoo it for a double. And you know, if that pitch would have supplied more velocity, it might have been out of here. He hit it right on the screws.
And as the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. Santana stands at second with 2 gone. Lifted the other way down the left field line. Pinder giving chase, and they can't run it down. Fires pauses. Here it is on 0-2. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. And a half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside for the 3rd strike, and the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. We're back with more on this Monday night after this. Welcome back. Here's Heidi Watney with a report as we get set for the top of the 3rd. Heidi?
Well, Matt, I talked to manager Bob Melvin during the break about his thoughts on the A's hitters to this point. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. They've already put 4 runs on the board, and they've done so by running up their opponent's pitch count. So he said he thinks they're going to have a lot more opportunities to score because of that as the game goes on.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Here's Chris Davis now.
Leading off
Even
from
though
the
they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Lays off 1-0.
There's no way around it. This has been a rough start on the mound, so it'll be interesting to see how long that man is going to let him go. Maybe he settles in and can give you another inning or so, but I wouldn't bet on it at this point.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1. And that misses. 2-1.
Well, that's a good pitch, but you have to get a little bit closer to the plate than that. That's that big sweeping slider. If it was a little closer, you might get a swing.
The 2-1. Taken. Strike 2.
Might have been taking all the way right there. That pitch couldn't have split the strike zone any better, and you can bet he wants that one back at the plate.
The 2-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
Now batting, the first baseman.
Now at the plate, Matt Olson. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Here's the first pitch to him. Strike taken up in the zone.
We're only in the 3rd inning, and his pitch count is above 60. That's not being too efficient with your pitches.
1 out, nobody on. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. And it's gone as they add still another. A solo shot that time for Matt Olson. Home run number 15 for him thus far. And the A's add on more. It's now a 5-0 game.
Well, he's given up 2 long balls in just 2 1/3 innings of work. So it seems as though they might have his number here. Not sure how much more the manager wants to see. He needs to turn it around quick if he wants to stay in this one for a while.
Up next for Oakland.
And that brings up Chad Pinder. As he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. The 1-0 home is taken. Strike 1.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
And he misses 2-1. Over at the knees, and that's the second strike. Bases are empty, one man out. Now a swing and a ball popped in the air back behind short. Lindor takes charge out there, and he stays with it for the second out.
Now batting, number 22.
So bases are empty here with two gone, and up next will be Ramon Laureano. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A ball and no strikes. Now the 1-0 is a slider that backs up for a ball.
This offense is absolutely feasting on these count leverage situations. If he's going to have any chance of feeling good about his effort tonight, this pitcher has got to get back in the strike zone.
Rising fastball, then it catches the zone for a strike. The 2-1 is in there for strike number 2. Lifted in the air out towards left center. On the run is Zimmer. He can't get there, so the inning will continue.
Now batting, the second baseman, Jurickson.
So a runner at first with two away, and Jurickson Profar will be the next to bat. First pitch on its way. First pitch fastball in there for a called strike. Now some movement in the Tribe bullpen as a right-hander starts to loosen up. He's ready now. The pitch. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
2 takes, and now he's down 0-2. I'm not sure, but he may have been taking to give a guy at first a chance to run.
Hit in the air out to center field. Waiting on it is Zimmer. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. The A's add on to their lead with the solo home run. We played 2.5. It's the A's 5 and the Indians nothing. Stepping into the box,
leading up for the Indians.
He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3.
Jake Bauers.
Here's the first pitch to him. In tight here with the first pitch fastball. That's 1-0. The 1-1. Down the third baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2. Swing and a miss as he starts the third the same way he ended the second, with a punch out, 1 away.
Yeah, as they say, there's a
batting
hole in his swing at that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
And here's the catcher, Kevin Plawecki, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. He's back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. The windup and the 0-1. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, and it's a foul ball. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Nope. That misses 1-2.
You know, Matty, I'm not surprised by that pitch. Raise the eye level a little bit. Maybe we get something bouncing in the dirt right here.
The 1-2. Misses for the second ball.
2-2.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
The 2-2 one more time. Oh, look out. Hot shot to third, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Leone Martin.
Striding in for the Indians, Leonis Martin reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. First delivery to him on the way. And he gets ahead 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. 2 out, nobody on. Looped out toward third. But little trouble handling this one down there at third, as that will end the inning. Down in order go the Tribe. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0. Next up for the A's, Drew Butera, as we begin the top of the fourth.
Catcher, number 41, Drew Butera.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Favorable call in there for a strike. There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Hit on the ground to third. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the fourth.
The batter, number 10.
Time now for the Indians' Road to the Show report as we get a look at 2 guys making some noise in the upper minors. Striding in, Marcus Semien. It was a walk in his last trip. First pitch of the at-bat. And a ball, 1-0.
I don't know why in the world anybody would want to be an umpire. That manager has given this umpire an earful on a pitch that he thought was a strike, and he's certainly trying to defend his pitcher.
Aiming for that outside corner, but just missing. 2-0.
Well, here's a guy we know is swinging it pretty well at the plate lately, and based on those last 2 pitches, I think I know why. He's doing a great job of putting himself in counts where he's likely to be successful.
3-0 to him now. 5 runs, 6 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1. Called strike, and that'll run it full.
Full count. 3-2.
Too high, and that cost him ball 4.
Yeah, well, when a guy's swinging the bat as well as he's been, this is a smart
right
move.
Fielder.
No reason to tempt fate out there.
Piscotty.
Digging in once again, Stephen Piscotty. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, he failed to pull the bat off his shoulder in that one, Matty. Down on 3 pitches, pretty much a wasted AB. This has to be a better effort.
And that fastball's taken, but catches the outer third. Fastball called for strike 2.
You know, it's great to be patient, make a pitcher work and all that stuff to try to get walks, but you have to be ready to hit. And that was a really hittable pitch, and now you've got to deal with an 0-2 count.
Still no balls and 2 strikes. The next 0-2 is outside for a ball. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Looked like the knuckle curve there, and that's out number 2. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Standing in now, Matt Chapman, as he'll take a changeup here for strike 1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. In there, 1-2 now. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. But it bangs off the out-of-town scoreboard. Simeon isn't stopping. Here he comes to the plate. The tag, and he's safe. As they pile on, it's now a 6-0 game.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we could say that cold streak is officially over. That's his 2nd hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
Now here comes the Cleveland skipper up out of the dugout on his way to the mound, and he's going to make the change here. That's going to be all for Trevor Bauer. So as he leaves, I would imagine these fans would not be much pleased with his performance here this evening, as he certainly was not sharp.
Your
Ryan
attention,
Stanek answers the call from the pen here in the 4th, as they didn't get the outing
55.
they were hoping for from their starter.
Ryan Stanek.
Into the box, Chris Davis. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. In his career, Davis is carrying around a sparkling slugging percentage up over 500. Obviously a huge threat every time he grabs a bat. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Chapman at second with 2 down. Taken, and that one catches the bottom part of the strike zone. The 1-2. Hard hit ball to second. Scooped up on the backhand. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as the side is retired. But the A's get a run on this RBI double. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's the A's 6 and the Indians nothing. Here's Carlos Gonzalez. He starts the inning, and
Leading
they're down 6 in the early going. So what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, Matt, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
First pitch of the at-bat. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
I got to believe this is an awesome time for this pitcher to get real aggressive in the strike zone. He's got a huge lead. He knows he can pound and try and polish up his mechanics down and away.
Hit weakly back to the mound. And that's out number 1.
Now batting, third baseman, Jose Ramirez.
Jose Ramirez. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
Well, if you're looking for pop, he definitely has more pop, more home run potential hitting from the left side. This is his power side.
Bullet back up the middle. Laureano is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
Now batting, the shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
So 2 gone now for the Tribe here in the 4th. That'll bring up the switch hitting shortstop and perennial MVP candidate Francisco Lindor. And boy, a high strike called there. That's not all that consistent, but it's strike 1.
Ooh, I'm shocked he took that pitch right there. That ain't plus 90s right there. That's mid to low 90s fastball in the honey hole. I'm surprised he didn't pull the trigger on that one.
He takes something off there and had him way out in front for strike 2. Indian shortstop behind 1 and 2 in the count.
Decided to go with a fastball there on 0-2, but what he's trying to do with that pitch is to expand the strike zone. Maybe you get a guy to offer at it, but at the very least, it helps set up your off-speed stuff.
And it's fouled away. Fires is ready. Here's the 1-2. And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2.
And you know what? Give this guy some credit up there, because this had the look of being a very quick inning. He's been able to stretch this at bat out a little bit, and that's something that shouldn't go unnoticed.
Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Indians go down 1-2-3. They still find themselves down 6-zip. Into the box now, Matt Olson. He's 1 for 2 in this one.
The first baseman, Matt Olson.
Here comes the first pitch. A high fastball is in there.
0-1's the count.
Oh, 0-1, here it comes. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike.
That pitch is in triple digits. I think he had to take that one, because I'm not even sure he saw it.
Here it comes on 0-2. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. And there are the final numbers for the Indian starter. And clearly he was off his game this evening.
Well, this one's really easy to dissect. Too many pitches left over the heart of the plate. 3 bombs allowed in this one. He's going to have to do a better job of throwing quality pitches down the road.
So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And up next, the ever versatile Chad Pinder. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Strike taken as that one crosses over the inside part of the plate. A 1 pitch on its way. There's strike 2 as it catches the outside corner. The 0-2 pitch. And he looks at a ball, 1-2. 6 runs, 7 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. Hit in the air down the right field line. And foul. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably 22. Too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the 2nd time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch. And even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Taken, but called a strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
That's straight smoke at 99, guys. It's almost unfair.
And strike 3 called as he says, you got to be kidding me, with the side retired. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Back with more Monday Night Baseball following this. Welcome back to Progressive Field in Cleveland as we send it down to Heidi Watney.
Matt, I talked with manager Terry Francona during the break about his thoughts on the Indians' hitters to this point. And he told me he feels like they're being too patient at the plate right now. Too much of the time they're finding themselves in disadvantage counts like 0-2 and 1-2. And that's basically never a formula for success. He said they're getting a lot of strikes to swing at, so the emphasis the rest of the game has to be to jump on those strikes early in the at-bat.
All right, Heidi, thank you.
Leading off
And
for
that'll
the
bring in the
Indians,
San Diego product,
the
Bradley
center fielder.
Zimmer. He'll start things
Bradley.
out here in the home 5th, and it's been tough sledding for this lineup through the first half of the game.
Yeah, they haven't had any momentum going to the plate so far in this one, Matt. They need something to break their way and wake them up a bit.
Be nice to get these fans involved at some point as well. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. There's a changeup taken, but it finds the zone on the inside. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Laureano on the move. And he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
Up next for Cleveland,
A little bit over halfway home tonight. Bottom of the 5th as we get a look at our line score to this point. And boy, just 1 hit for these guys, and they have not swung the bats well. That's putting it mildly. So now Carlos Santana. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate.
And that's been their only hit so far in this one. They've been dealing with some really great pitching in this game.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Strike taken up in the zone.
Yeah, I'm shocked he let that first pitch go right there. High fastball, but usually those ones travel the furthest.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. 1-1.
After watching that one go by and a ball being called, you can rest assured he knows he's not getting away with another one of those. I guarantee you he's going to be aggressive on this next pitch.
1 out, nobody on. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike.
All right, let's take a step back right here. He's down 1-2, 3 fastballs in a row. There is no way he's throwing him a fourth.
The 1-2 pitch. And he fouls this one off.
Hey, if he's going to offer at a fastball above the zone, why don't you just continue to climb the ladder? Don't be shocked if he goes even higher with this next pitch.
And a breaking ball down and in here as he's got to hop out of the way there. And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2. So still nothing against him on the scoreboard.
The batter,
here in
number
the 5th,
22.
as we check out the league leaderboard for team ERA. And we see that these guys currently sit 5th best in the American League in that category. Now in the box, Jason Kipnis. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a bit too high with that one. It's 1-0.
Boy, they've been just getting shut down right here. Been a while since they've even had a runner on. So I think it's time to start looking for ways to make some things happen. Drop a bunt, get up on the plate, something.
Now a swing and a hard hit grounder, but a foul ball, 1-1. Kipnis, or Kip for short. He was taken in the 2nd round back in the 2009 MLB draft.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
2 out, nobody on. Just inside, not by much. It's 2-2. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. The 2-2 one more time. Is looked at and the count moves full.
A great case of a manager sticking up for his pitcher right there and giving that umpire an earful. He didn't get that pitch called the way he wanted it to, but the manager's planting a seed in that umpire's mind to try to expand the strike zone so some of those borderline pitches start to go his pitcher's way.
Throw on to Olsen will take care of him at first, and that That ends the inning. Down in order go the Tribe. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. At the plate, Jurickson Profar. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Here's the first pitch to him. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike. 0-1. Fastball runs off the outside. It's 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch is taken high above the zone. Now the 2-1 pitch is a fastball that misses.
You do not want to walk the 8-hole hitter. It just opens up so many options. Do we bunt him over to second with the 9-hole hitter? Do we try and play for that big rally with the top of the order coming up? This is a huge pitch. You can't allow this guy to walk.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
You can't go after that pitch with less than 2 strikes on you. There's no way you're going to do any damage with a ball executed down and away in the zone.
Full count. Here it comes. Line towards center field. Zimmer patrolling center makes the play. 1 out.
Good contact to start out the inning.
Catcher,
thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Into the box now, Drew Butera, as he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Ready with the 1-1. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
Hey, back when I first broke into the big leagues, a lot of the pitchers wanted to work east to west. Now, with such an uptick in velocity, these guys are working north-south. That's just a great elevated fastball with serious velocity on it.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
I like that they went away with that pitch right there. They really tried to tie him up on that previous pitch, so he was probably what we call inside conscious. He didn't get a strike there, but I'm guessing he was looking for another ball in.
Here now the 2-2. Still even at 2-2. Pops this one up. Kipnis has a play, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
The batter, number 10, shortstop, Marcus Semien.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Marcus Semien. First pitch of the at-bat. A ball and no strikes.
Obviously, the game plan wasn't to let this guy beat you right here. He's already walked twice, and that pitch out of the zone tells me they want nothing to do with him. The 1-0 is a fastball in off the plate for a ball.
That's the kind of pitch that reminds me of many reasons why I wasn't a very good hitter. This thing was inside and coming in hot, and he just gave a stone-cold take. I'm bailing out of the way if I'm in the box, no doubt about it.
2-0 count. The pitch is in there for strike one. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now a fastball gets the upper part of the zone for strike two. The 2-2 will not catch the zone. Ball 3. Stephen Piscotty would be next. Now the payoff pitch home. Heading out towards shallow right. Gonzalez has a read on it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. A's are gone in order. They lead it 6-0.
You say you're trying to reach the sky. You can do it. All it takes is time.
Here now is Jake Bowers to start things out in their half
Leading
of the
up
sixth
for
as
the
they look to
Indians,
shake things up here
the
for a
left
lineup
fielder,
that quite frankly
Jake
has been non-existent
Bowers.
today.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
First offering on its way. And he just misses inside with the fastball there. Called strike at the knees. 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Didn't get the call there, but you can't let that bother you. Just have to say, so what, and make another good pitch.
Two balls and a strike. Here it is. That's bounced foul. It's 2-2. The 2-2. Gets him looking up around the letters.
This guy is really locked in on the bump right now. He's just playing good old-fashioned hardball
Now
right
batting,
now.
catcher,
just rearing back and
Kevin.
letting it go. And it seems like this lineup, they don't have an
Wacky.
answer for anything he's bringing so far.
Stepping into the box, Kevin Plawecki hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, but as he walks to the plate right here, he feels good building off that last AB. He hit that ball on the screws.
First pitch on its way. Comes at him with the slider there, and he gets the strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And a check swing. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. It's ball 1. Skied into straightaway right. Piscotty's there for it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Up next for Cleveland, the designated hitter, Leone Martin.
Next for the Indians is the designated hitter, Leonis Martin. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out.
Yeah, Matty, it's always a little frustrating when you square one up. You hit a solid line drive like he did, and all you have to show for it is a jog back to the dugout. That can get in your head for a little while.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Nope.
Outside with the fastball. That's 1-0.
Counts 1-0.
This offense is going to have to find a way to get going. It's happened in the past. Every team goes through it where everyone seems to fall into a funk at the same time. Everyone needs to relax and not try and be the hero and just start getting the leadoff guy on.
Changed up on him and dropped it in for a called strike. One and 2 as the changeup had him out in front there.
I mean, you look in the dugout right now, you see steam coming out of the hitting coach's ears. Somebody has to stay back and find a way to get knocked.
2 balls.
Ball 2. Full count, 3-2 to the Indians DH. 2 out, nobody on. And this one misses inside a ball. He walked him, and they've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
Well, they've been unable to get
The
to
right
this guy,
fielder,
so they'll
number
take base
7,
runners any way
Carlos.
they can get him. At the very least, you make him work from the stretch and add to his pitch total.
So digging in now, Carlos Gonzalez. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. Before the first pitch, a check at first. Back in standing. First pitch of the at-bat. Strike taken as the curveball drops into the bottom part of the zone.
Okay, I see where this guy's going, right? He wants to pitch backwards, a little 0-0 curveball. Don't be shocked if this hitter's sitting all over that same pitch right here.
Now a throw over to first, and he'll get back in standing. Out in front as he rolls over it to second. He's right there, and as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. So another good inning for him on the mound. 6 shutout innings now. We're through 6 full. The A's lead it 6-0. Back here in Cleveland, the A's are on top in this one as we get set for the 7th. But before it gets underway, let's take a look at our game summary to this point. At the plate, Stephen Piscotty, and he'll get us started in what's officially the back third of this one.
Piscotty.
Here comes the first pitch. Right there for strike 1. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Slider taken here. 1 ball, 1 strike. The set and the 1-1 pitch. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. The 2-1. Catches the inside corner for a strike. Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the third time. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his third tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out. A strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
In now, Matt Chapman, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. A ball and a strike. 1 out, nobody on. Fastball just inside. Now the 2-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
He's going to step out of the box, adjust his bat and gloves, and pray he gets the exact same pitch as that one. Because if it comes again, we like to refer to that one in the biz as a cement mixer.
The 2-2 doesn't hit the target. It's ball 3.
As long as you actually get it inside, that two-seam fastball running towards the hands is a really good pitch.
The 3-2 pitch. There's ball 4.
Nope. Ball 4.
Well, when you go with a slider there in a full count, you're hoping that the hitter is thinking fastball and swings through it. Didn't work out that way, though. He lays off and gets the free pass.
Now the A's designated hitter, Chris Davis. He was retired via the ground ball last time up.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result. That's his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
He's set and the pitch. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
Great job of getting back in the zone with a hard fastball after the walk. I think he might have let a little frustration out with that pitch.
Oh, 1, here's the pitch. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Oh, good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2. Chapman stands at first with 1 out. Two balls and 2 strikes, the count to Chris Davis. A line shot to third base, but the runner is back to avoid the double play.
Up next for Oakland, the first baseman, Matt Olson.
That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. The 1-0 finds the zone, strike one. The 1-1. Now here's the ball hit high and deep to straightaway right field. Back goes Gonzalez. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. Matt Olson connects for a 2-run home run. His second of the game as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
Yeah, he had the right idea trying to bust him inside, but that pitch caught too much of the plate, and he took it deep for a 2-run homer. That was a nice swing of the bat.
Now batting, left fielder, Chad Pinder.
Standing in now, Chad Pinder, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Comes set with the 0-1. Fastball that time is nowhere close, and it's even at 1-1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Close pitch, but just a bit outside. He wanted it, but it's 2-1. The 2-1 is strike two, swinging. Here now the 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning. Got him. And that's the third time we've written a K next to his name in this one.
Ladies and gentlemen,
but the athletic strike for two, both coming on this 2-run home run. Get up and stretch. Home half of the 7th coming up. It's the A's 8 and the Indians nothing. So striding forward now, Jose Ramirez. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
Yeah, he hit it hard. That's all you can ask. You can't control the result sometimes, Matty. Just unlucky with the placement.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one.
We're moving along into the later innings, and this guy's throwing over 60% of his first pitches for strikes. He'd like to do a little bit more, but so far so good.
Softly hit here to the left side. And a good throw gets him one gone.
Up next for Cleveland, the shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
So here's Francisco Lindor now.
Matty, he checks every box. Charisma, smile, hits from both sides of the plate with pop. Defense, you name it.
He takes it to the opposite field, high and deep to left. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the left field wall. Around second now, and they still haven't flagged this one down. And he's going to get there with a one-out triple.
Well, we've been waiting for an opportunity like this since the game started. One out and our first run is 90 feet away. The challenge now is to get him home.
Into the box, Bradley Zimmer.
Ball one.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one. 1-0. No hits to this point. 1-0 pitch on the way.
That's ball two.
That command may be starting to drift a bit. It's 2-0 now.
I can't tell you how big a pitch that is right there to be called the ball. 2-0 as an offensive player, man, it's almost 70% fastball. 1-1, he opens up the entire arsenal to get you out.
Lindor stands at third with one gone in the inning. Sent on the ground out to second. And that is into right field, a base hit. And the runner from third scores as they try and work their way back into this one. It's now an 8-1 game. And he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a costly one indeed. Ready now, Carlos Santana. He was punched out looking at strike 3 last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and he was locked up by a good fastball for strike 3 last time. I'm interested to see if they attack him the same way. Come at him with hard velo late.
And it looks as though they're going to set up the double play. There's the free pass signal. So there'll be runners at the corners with one
The
gone.
batter, number 22, second baseman, Jason Kipnis.
In now for Cleveland, Jason Kipnis. And he's got runners at the corners here with only one gone. Here comes the first pitch. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Now the 1-1 pitch is a changeup that's looked at for a ball.
The intent with that changeup away was one thing and one thing only. Get a double play ball. Nice job to lay off it at the plate, though.
And now he'll step off quickly and look the runner back. Now the 2-1 pitch is a called strike on the changeup.
With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout or you're still looking for the double play ball?
This is a great spot to be in as a pitcher. You have 2 strikes. You can bury one for a potential strikeout. And at worst, keep the ball down in the zone. You might be able to turn one pitch into an ending double play.
He's got it. 1 there. Out. Return throw is in time. How about that? They do turn 2, and it gets him out of the inning. Indians get a run thanks to the RBI triple. We'll march on to the 8th. Still a lopsided affair at 8-1 now.
Ladies and gentlemen,
enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Number 44, Nick Goody.
Striding in for Oakland, Ramon Laureano, 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far.
Number 22.
He's set. Here it comes. Now the slider gets the call in the bottom part of the zone. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Now the 2-1 pitch is in there for the second strike. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight. 8-1 our score as you look at our in-game line score. This one pretty much all over but the shouting. Digging in, Jurickson Profar. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch of the at-bat. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Right-hander starts to loosen out from the bullpen now. Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Grounded down the third baseline, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Zimmer is right there. 2 gone.
The catcher, number 41, Drew Butera.
Coming to the plate now, Drew Butera. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fastball off the plate away for ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Up top, it's 2-0.
2-0.
Well, that's another great hitting count here on 2-0. It's no wonder why they're up 7.
Here comes the 2-0 pitch. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Well, he knows it, but this is the kind of guy you just have to go right after. He's not the biggest threat with the bat, so it's time to challenge him right here.
Here it comes, the 3-0. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
3 of those pitches were definitely out of the zone, but that last pitch looked pretty darn good to me. You're not usually going to get many favorable calls on 3-0, though. You have to earn that spot.
Stepping in now, Marcus Semien, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone. It's 2-1 to the A's leadoff batter.
Back-to-back sliders away. Now I think you have to think about running something hard in. Not a good idea to throw a good hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row.
Nope.
And he misses again, ball 3. Stephen Piscotty would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Here comes the 3-1 pitch, and he takes ball 4 again, and they clearly just don't want any part of him in this one.
Looked like he might have gotten squeezed a little bit right there, and you know he's talking to himself in his head about it. That kind of stuff goes both ways, though. Hitters get their fair share of crummy calls going against them, too.
Your attention,
Canna
please.
will start to loosen up
Pinch
in the
hitting
on-deck
for the
circle
Athletics.
as he'll bat with 2 on
Number
and 2
20,
out here.
Mark Canna.
First pitch fastball in there for a called strike. Set to deliver the 0-1. And that's a called strike at the letters. Though that looked high from here, it's 0-2 now.
That pitch looked like it could have been a little high, but he's been calling that pitch all night. Kind of rough for a pinch hitter, but I'm sure his teammates let him know that's where the zone has been.
Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball.
I'll tell you, it's a helpless feeling for a manager or a pitching coach when your pitchers are having a really hard time throwing strikes. What are you supposed to do other than keep trying new guys until someone starts attacking the zone?
And he lays off it to even the count 2-2. Butera at second, Simeon at first, 2 out in the inning. Another try at 2-2, and he popped him up back into foul territory behind first, and Santana will put the bases on this one, and the inning is over. A couple of walks, but no damage. We're back with more on this Monday night after this.
No, you don't want to push me too far. Stay low, low, baby, you was messing with a star, right?
Your attention, please.
Will stick around as he'll take over in right field.
The Athletics. Now playing right field, number 20, Mark
J.B. Wendelken is on to
now
pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the eighth.
Number 57.
In now, Jake Bowers.
Leading off
was
for the
packing on
Indians,
strikes in his last
the
trip.
left fielder.
Yeah, always frustrating
Jake
to go down looking. Everybody
Bowers.
does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early in the at-bat.
First delivery to him on the way. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Kenna waits on it. Makes the play, one away. And
now
there are the
batting,
final numbers
catcher,
for the Oakland starter.
Kevin
He was great all night long.
Yeah, he looked really dialed in from start to finish. This is the kind of outing you hope for every time you go out there. So I think he'll feel pretty good about the effort he put forth in this one.
Ready for another shot now. Kevin Plawecki 0 for 2 for him to this point. Here comes the first pitch. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball one. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. A 1-2 count to the Indians catcher.
Great spot with that pitch down and away. He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep hitting that spot.
One out, nobody on. Popped up. And no one will get this one. The 1-2. Freezes him. A strikeout looking.
That's a pretty impressive pitch from a young arm like that.
The
if you can spot your pitches there,
designated hitter,
counts like 1 and 2,
Leone.
you're going to have a lot of strikeouts
Martin.
and soft contact.
Into the box now, Leonis Martin, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball one. The 1-0 is looked at for the first strike. Hit in the air out toward left. Pinder has a beat on it, and that retires the side. Indians go down 1-2-3. It's still an 8-1 ball game.
Ladies
Adam
and gentlemen,
Simber comes
your
on to pitch
attention,
now,
please.
hoping for better results than the
for
other
the
arms that they've run out there in
number
this one.
90, Adam Simber.
Digging in, Matt Chapman. So
Leading
far,
off for
2 for 3 in this
The
one.
third baseman, Matt Chapman.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. Nothing in one count. Here it comes. Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1. Simber has proven to be a guy that throws strikes coming out of the pen and doesn't walk a lot of batters.
Boyd, every manager and pitching coach, Matty V, they love to bring a guy in that they know one thing. He's going to throw strikes and not beat himself. And this guy is certainly not afraid to attack the strike zone.
The 1-1.
Nope.
2-1. 2 balls and a strike. Here it is. 2-2. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Sinker. 3-2 now. Line drive to center field. Zimmer is right there. 1 down.
He got that one pretty good. It just didn't have the right launch angle to carry over the outfielder's head. Small difference where the ball hit the bat could have made all the difference.
In now, Chris Davis, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0-for-4 ball game right here. A high fastball is in there.
You got to throw that one out the window if you're an offensive player right there. You know this guy is predominantly a sinker ball pitcher. High fastball, he's got to show me that a few more times for me to honor it.
He struck him out. The 3rd time he's fanned in the game.
That's the 3rd time in this game he's gone down on strikes. Not the game he was hoping to have when he was taking batting practice, but at least his guys are ahead.
Matt Olson will get another shot at it here as we take you back to inning number 7. This was his 2nd home run of the ball game, as he'd like nothing more than to make it 3 right here. First offering on its way. Hits the bottom of the strike zone here with the sinker. Strike 1.
Ball.
Slider laid off for a ball. The 1-1 home is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
You know, that can really be an effective pitch to a guy that has a lot of pop. They're up there looking for a fastball up in the zone, so if you can place it a little above it, they have a hard time getting the barrel up there.
Fouled away. One-two pitch is a slider that misses. 2-2.
I know he buried that slider in right there, but that's a dangerous pitch. If he doesn't pot commit and bury that inside, it leaks out over the plate. He can get hurt with that pitch.
Hit hard on the ground to short. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Nothing doing here this half. 2, 3, and 4 set to kick off the bottom of the 9th. It's the A's 8 and the Indians 1. Liam Hendricks is going to come on in relief as he'll be making his 20th appearance of the season.
Number 16, Liam Hendricks.
Digging in, Carlos Gonzalez. Starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
First pitch coming. Here it is. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1. The 1-0 home is a fastball down below the knees. Two balls and a strike to Carlos Gonzalez.
I know he's well aware of the fact he can't tie this with one swing of the bat, but maybe he's trying to ignite the boys by driving something out of the ballpark.
And oh, he's really given some leeway on the outside edge here. 2-2 now. Bounce to the right into the loaded up infield. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
The batter,
well executed,
the third baseman
on the outside corner that time, and that's what you get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
Into the box now, Jose Ramirez. He was a ground out victim last time up.
I mean, what a diamond in the rough Jose Ramirez has been for Terry Francona and the Cleveland Indians. This guy burst.
Ramirez swings, and this one's hit well to left. Meanwhile, now this ball's trouble as it looks like it'll be good for extra bases. So he waited till the ninth inning, but he comes through here to extend the hit streak. That was close.
Yeah, Matty B, you see that wry smile of him coming out of the box right there. He knew what was on the line. He'd be lying if he did it.
There's a lot of pressure on you because you're walking into that batter's box thinking, I have a nice streak going, and this is more than likely going to be my last AB. He comes through in the clutch.
In there, no balls and a strike. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. The 0-1 on its way. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball one. Fouled off. The 1-2. This one's flared out toward left. Pinder coming on. He can't get there as it falls in. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with one away.
Number 4.
Hey, guys, I understand it right there. The third base coach has got to hold them up. They're down by a lot of runs right now. No reason to risk getting a guy thrown out at home in this situation.
Into the box, Bradley Zimmer, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. In previous meetings with Liam Hendricks, just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. Runners are at the corners with one man out. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control. 0-2. The 0-2 is a breaking pitch taken for a ball. 1-2.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
And it's fouled away. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ball game. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. And he lays off for ball 1. Two and 1 to the Indians' first baseman.
Those were 2 great executed pitches right there away from this batter. He can hurt you in a heartbeat. I don't think anything's going to leak out over the heart of the plate.
Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Last strike now for Cleveland. Now a swing, and he pops him up, and this should do it. Profar shading to his right, makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Wow, they were banging on all cylinders, from the leadoff man to the number 9 guy in the order. They absolutely cruised to a 7-run victory. if it were only always that easy, right?
8-1 is the final tonight. The Athletics jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Mike Fiers earns his first win of the season. Trevor Bauer struggled and gets the loss after giving up 6 earned. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Here now is our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Athletics, 8 runs on 8 hits. No errors. They left 6 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 20 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
Inside the Show with Justin Allegri.
Welcome, everyone. Let's jump right in and revisit the news and events from Monday. Starting in the AL West, the A's hit 3 long balls as they pounded the Indians 8-1. Jake Odorizzi collected win number 2 on the year as the Twins pushed past the Angels 3-1. Mike Minor grabbed the victory, his 4th of the year, leading Texas to victory over the Mariners 3-2. The White Sox relief pitcher, number 58, was victorious for the 5th time this season, leading the White Sox over the Astros 4-2. The Blue Jays swatted 4 home runs in this one as they beat the visiting Red Sox 9-7. The New York Yankees combined to allow only 4 hits as they beat the O's in Baltimore 14-1. It was their 7th straight victory. Robert Gesellman grabbed his 2nd win of the year, leading the Mets past the Nationals 2-1. The win was their 5th straight as a team. Ben Zobrist was hot at the plate, collecting 3 hits in the game as the Cubs took care of the Phillies 4-3. The Padres launched 3 home runs as they took down the visiting Diamondbacks 5-3. The Atlanta Braves totaled 11 hits as they got the win over the Giants in San Francisco 6-1. Thanks for tuning in today. We'll be back here tomorrow and all season long.